first opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Taylor is a ball carrier. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shot early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And here's Rodgers on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And 8 at the 30.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Taylor. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains. To Taylor on first down. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Eason off the play fake. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
To kick off for Indiana.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun is Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Eason to throw. Ball set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 6-0 our score after 1.
Raiders nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for the right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's Jacobs from the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Reception here by Rhodes. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And now look at him go. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a carry for Jacobs. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Jacobs now. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Raiders.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run it with Jacobs. They will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 6-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Here's Jacobs. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
13.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They go play action with Eason. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Down by 8, they say no to the field goal, looking for the end zone on 4th and goal. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's going to let this one go deep. That is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Well, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. It's Eason. Going deep downfield for Ross. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. Now a clash of bodies here. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter. Why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 4. He'll look downfield for Waller. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for
Colts take over 1st and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
7-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it, making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And a Raider first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Josh Jacobs.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Second and 9 now. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Raiders are back within a score.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Eason. Escaping the pressure right. Catch made here by Campbell. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Taylor. Flexing his muscle at the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First and 10, Eason. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Taylor. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They'll run with Taylor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Eason. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Yeah, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it? So
with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off play action. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Taylor. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Second and 8. Yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First and 10, Taylor now. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second and 8 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. The give to Taylor. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a second and 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Here's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one. This for the lead in the final stages.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
8-yard pickup.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by rocthem2sleep's. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
2nd and 8.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. A great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a